welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of my 2023 craft fair series. Today we are going to be making a post-it holder. This was inspired by somebody on YouTube, and I apologize, I don't remember. I watched a lot of videos that day and I can't seem to find it to give this person credit, but it was a woman from overseas, and I believe she was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, but I'm using what I have on hand, and hers was a single one and it had like a magnet closure. Mine I'm using ribbon to close, so mine's just a little bit different. So to make the base of this, we are going to use a piece of cardstock. You could use designer series paper also, or pattern paper. This cardstock measures 6 3/4 by 3 1/4. I have about a 15-inch piece of ribbon. That's just a little bit too long, but I like to keep it longer so that I can trim up what I don't need, and I'm not short. I'd rather have it long than short. Those are 3x3 Post-its. I got those off at Dollar Tree. The pattern paper that I'm using is 3 by 3 1/8, and you need 2 of those. If you didn't want to cover the back, you don't have to, and you could just get away with 1, but I used 2. I wanted to cover the back. So the first thing I'm doing is on the long side, so the 6 3/4 inch side, I am measuring it 3 1/8, and then I rotate it 180 degrees and score it 3 1/8 yet again. So that gives you like a 1/2 inch gusset. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to burnish that score line. I'm just making sure that everything is lining up straight, and I'm going to burnish it down and score both of those. That gives you, like I said, between like 3/8 and a 1/2 inch gusset. And to keep that flat while I do this next part, which is attaching my ribbon, I'm just using my bone folder to kind of apply weight. Here I have some 8-inch like score tape. I purchased this off of Amazon. It's not the actual score tape brand, but it's very similar and it works very well. I didn't want to use a liquid glue to hold down the ribbon, although you very well could. You just want to make sure that where your designer series paper is not covering, that you don't apply glue there, because I imagine that it will seep out, not unless you're using like a fabric glue. So I'm just placing that score tape right in the middle and then centering my ribbon right across it. So this pattern paper again measures 3 by 3 1/8. So there's only one side that is 1/8 of an inch longer. And so I was just kind of test fitting to make sure I was placing that kind of in the right spot. And then I'm just going to use liquid glue and glue both of these down. So that is going to also help ensure that this ribbon stays put. Really that score tape is just to kind of get me started and keep things from shifting, but really where the adhesion is going to happen is with this liquid glue and the pattern paper going over the top. I do take my bone folder and kind of burnish that down. And I do this on both sides. If you didn't want to use ribbon, you could absolutely use crinkle seam binding ribbon. You could use just string, like twine, if you wanted to keep it really thin. Like I said, the gal that I watched, she actually made you could use a belly band to keep this closed. Whether you want to do like a paper one or a ribbon one, you could use a belly band. You don't have to use a closure at all if you didn't want to. But I feel like I chose to do it this way for my projects today. So like I said, these are 3x3 Post-its. I got these off at Dollar Tree. They came 5 to a pack. And I initially started out and I was just going to use 1, but these ones from Dollar Tree are fairly thin. There isn't quite as many Post-its in a pad, and so I did discover that I had to use 2. If you were using actual Post-it brand, you probably wouldn't have to use 2, you could get away with 1, but those are more expensive. These come out to less than 25 cents a piece, so, and my ribbon came from Dollar Tree also. So this is a very inexpensive but a very sweet gift. And like I said, I am going to sell these at my craft fair. These would be good if you wanted to give like a sweet gift to back to school teachers, secretaries, coworkers that you occasionally give gifts to. That would be great for them. Throw it in your purse, that kind of thing. All I'm doing is tying this in a knot. You could absolutely tie it in a bow if you were better at that. I am not. So I chose to just tie it in like a knot. I'm going to take my fabric scissors and just trim these off at an angle. And then I'm going to take a lighter and seal these edges. It's important to seal these edges of any kind of ribbon like this, just because it will eventually fray, and this is going to be tied and untied several times, and so just sealing those edges with a lighter really helps kind of keep your finished product good. So that is it for these. I made a whole bunch of them. Like I said, they are going to go for my craft fair, and I have all of this paper came from Hobby Lobby, and ribbon came from Dollar Tree. So a very inexpensive and economical craft fair project for you to make. So thank you so much for spending time with me, and we will see you next time. Bye.